we begin our lesson for today, let's review the Korean consonants that we have discussed, this time focusing on their Batchim pronunciation. Kiok, Nian, Tigut, Riel, Miem, Piep, Shiot, Iang, Jiet, Chiet, Kiek, Tiet, Piep, and Hiet. These are the basic Batchim pronunciation of the Korean consonants, although it may get a little tricky when combined with other syllables to form a word. That's why we will be sharing with you the Batchim rules. On our previous video, we have discussed a few notes about Batchim, so let's have a review. Riel, when used as a Batchim, will have more of an L sound. Iang has no sound when used as an initial, will have an NG sound when used as a Batchim. Aspirated and tensed consonants will have the sound of its non-aspirated consonant when used as a Batchim. So for today's lesson, we will have a continuation of the Batchim rules. So let's start. 시작하겠습니다. As we have reviewed earlier, these following consonants all take the sound of tigut when used as a Batchim. Tigut, Hiot, Jiet, and Hiet. For the aspirated consonants, we have Tiet and Chiet, and we also have Sang Shiot. For example, we have Ot, which means soon, Mat, which means taste or flavor, Nat, which means day or daytime, Chotta, which means good or nice, Katta, which means same or identical, Kot, which means flower, and Hetta, which means did or the past tense of do. There are 7 basic rules of Batchim, but we will be discussing the first 2 rules for this video. The first rule is called lenition. Lenition is the replacement of the initial iang by its preceding Batchim sound. For example, we have the word 한국어, which means the Korean language. While we spell it as 한국어, we do not pronounce it the same way. We pronounce it as 한국어. We replace the iang with the Batchim kiok. This way it sounds more comfortable and not awkward. Now let's combine the rules we have learned so far. Can you guess how this word is pronounced? This is pronounced as 나중곳. 나중곳. Since we did the lenition, the jiet, even though it is a Batchim here, we pronounce it as jiet because it replaced the sound of iang, which is an initial on the second block. Here is another example. 맛있어요. 맛있어요. Although it is spelled as mat, it, ayo, it is pronounced as 맛있어요. The shiot and sang-shiot took over the place of the iang on its succeeding block and is pronounced as its original pronunciation. One more thing to note, if shiot and sang-shiot are followed by the vowel e, they become sh in pronunciation, like our previous example, 맛있어요, and another example, 아저씨, which means old man. The second rule is called Fortis. This is where we double the initial consonant of a block. This rule is divided into 2 parts. The first one is when the Batchim and the initial consonant of the succeeding block has the same letter or sound. For example, the verb 걷다, 걷다, which means to walk, is pronounced as 걷다, 걷다. This rule also applies to different letters but still have the same sound. For example, we have 맞다, 맞다, which means to be correct, is pronounced as 맞다, 맞다. The second part of this rule is when kiok, tiget, and piep is in the Batchim position and is followed by consonants that can be doubled, such as sang-kiok, sang-diget, sang-piep, sang-shiot, and sang-jiet. then they will be doubled. For example, we have mukbang, mukbang, which means eating broadcasts. It is pronounced as mukbang, mukbang. So that's it for today. Please remember that these are just proper pronunciation, but it should not affect the spelling of the word. We still have upcoming Batchim rules, so make sure you are updated by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. If you have learned something new, then please hit the like button as well. You can also follow us on Facebook, Think in Korean, and interact with other learners by joining our group. 오늘은 여기까지. 다음에 보자. 안녕.